Travel is one of the most rewarding experiences in life, but nothing ruins a trip faster than having your money stolen, your cards frozen, or falling victim to a scam. And the numbers are sobering. In 2023, the US Federal Trade Commission recorded over 55,000 travel-related scams, with an average loss of nearly $1,200 per victim. Meanwhile, in the UK, 39% of British holidaymakers have experienced scams, theft, or fraud abroad, with an average loss of around £1,200 per person. The good news, with the right knowledge and a few smart habits, you can drastically reduce your risk. Today, I'll share practical, proven ways to keep your money safe, backed by statistics, expert advice, and real-world examples from the world's most common scams. So let's get into it. Before you go, it's a good idea to sort out your online banking before you travel. Let your bank know where you're travelling so foreign transactions don't trigger a block. Also, set up multiple bank accounts and cards, so if one gets skimmed or frozen, you're not stranded. Remember, scammers drain accounts fast, and with median losses of $1,200 or pounds in the US and UK, having backups is crucial. Also, pick a bank that waives international transaction fees, otherwise you're losing money to fees instead of the fraudsters. In this day and age, it's a good idea to protect yourself online with a VPN, as we all rely on public Wi-Fi when we travel, in airports, hotels and cafes. But open Wi-Fi is also an open door for hackers. Surveys show that 90% of travellers engage in risky online behaviour abroad, yet fewer than 1 in 3 use a VPN. A VPN encrypts your data and hides your location, making it far harder for cyber criminals to steal your banking details. This matters because 35% of travellers report losing a device abroad, and stolen devices often contain saved logins for bank accounts. So always connect through a VPN. It's one of the cheapest, easiest layers of protection you can give yourself. Personally, I like to use Surfshark. There's a link in the description if you're interested. Know the scams. Forewarned is forearmed, and scams vary by country to country. But some are so common they've become infamous. Let's run through a few real-world examples. A classic, the Bangkok taxi meter scam. In Thailand, some drivers refuse to turn the meter on, then they charge triple the real fare. Always insist on the meter being turned on or agree a price before getting in. If they won't, then try another driver, as there is plenty of taxis. Another is the rose scam in Rome and Paris. A friendly stranger hands you a rose, insisting it's a gift. The moment you accept, they demand payment, and sometimes their friend is already eyeing your pockets. Then there's the friendship bracelet trick in Barcelona. Someone ties a bracelet on your wrist for free. Once it's on, they demand money, often while an accomplice tries to distract you for pickpocketing. Then there's the fake police in Mexico. Tourists are approached by fake officers claiming to check passports or wallets for counterfeit bills, and then conveniently your cash disappears in the process. And remember, scams aren't always face-to-face. Online fraud is exploding. Booking.com reported a 500% to 900% increase in phishing scams in just 18 months. For British travellers, it's a serious issue. UK Finance revealed fraud cost UK consumers around £1.2 billion in 2022, with many cases linked to holiday bookings and travel deals. The bag you choose to take with you can make or break your security. Go for slash-proof, lockable RFID blocking bags. Keep it in sight at all times and not dangling off a chair in a cafe or on the ground beside you. And here's a pro tip: carry a decoy wallet with a little bit of cash and maybe some old cards in. This is something that I always do, and it's actually come in handy for me twice. I have been pickpocketed a couple of times in Asia, never had anything violent, but I'm glad I had a decoy. If you're unlucky enough to face a robbery, just hand it over. Your safety matters more than your valuables. Be sure to hide backup cash and spread it out. Don't keep all your money in one place. Hide emergency cash in multiple spots, such as a money belt, a hidden jacket pocket, or even sewn into the lining of your clothing or your backpack. It sounds paranoid, but consider this: around 22% of travellers report having cash stolen abroad. If it's split across a few safe hiding spots, you're never left with nothing. Also, be aware of fellow travellers, especially if staying in dorm rooms, as they can often be responsible for money going missing. Be sure to use ATMs wisely, as not all ATMs are created equal. Stick to the ones inside banks. They're better monitored, harder to tamper with and usually under CCTV. Avoid standalone street ATMs, especially at night. Card skimmers and hidden cameras are a big risk here, and don't withdraw huge sums. Take smaller amounts more often. And always carry a mix of payment cards, cards for larger expenses, and some local currency for taxis, meals or tips, since not everywhere takes plastic. Be aware of tech traps, as tech scams are on the rise too. Avoid public USB charging stations, as criminals can install malware through them in a practice called juice jacking. Instead, use your own charger in a wall socket or carry a portable power bank, and keep Bluetooth and AirDrop switched off when it's not in use. It stops strangers from connecting to your devices. Make sure you act fast if something does go wrong. If something is stolen, every second counts. Cancel cards immediately with your banking app or phone them directly. File a police report, which is essential for insurance claims. And if your passport goes missing, contact your embassy right away. In fact, embassies worldwide help thousands of stranded UK and US tourists every year with emergency travel documents, so you're never truly on your own. Travel scams are big business, costing the industry an estimated $37 billion a year. But with the right knowledge, from VPNs and safe banking to decoy wallets and scam awareness, you can protect your money and enjoy your adventures stress-free. So stay alert, stay safe, and remember, the memories are worth more than the money. If you found this video helpful, please hit like, subscribe, and share it with fellow travellers who deserve peace of mind on their next trip. Clear skies and safe roads, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.